How's it going, YouTube? Mark here with another fragrance review, this time on a Victoria's Secret's fragrance called Very Sexy for Him. This is my first stab at a Victoria's Secret fragrance. So let's take a look at the presentation of this bottle. Very large cap and a very simplistic bottle. I just want to take the cap off because this bottle actually reminds me of Chanel's new fragrance called Bleu. Very simplistic but very classy. So thumbs up for the bottle. I really like this one. Sprayer works good. Just want to know the code's right here on the sticker. Really, Victoria's Secret, did you really need this huge ass cap for this bottle? I know it's, part of their thing. So definitely, I would say it would have looked a lot better with a smaller cap, to be honest with you. But that's my personal opinion. Okay, so let's put this sucker right here. Box, again, very simplistic. It just says for him in the front and very sexy on each side. Your code's at the bottom here in the black. And that's it. Very, very simplistic. So I'm just going to put that there. As far as bottle sizes, standard 1.7, 3.4. Pricing, give or take $25 to $50 American to purchase this. So a little on the cheaper side. It hit the shelves in 2001. It is a citrus aromatic fragrance. The perfumier is Jean-Claude Delville. Now, Jean-Claude Delville has done some very, how can I say this, very synthetic, cheap, pleasing smells. I know a lot of my subscribers have worn these fragrances when they were younger, and they'll attest to what I'm saying here. They're very pleasing smells, synthetic, cheap, but they did their job when they were young, right? So he did Lucky Brand and Liz Claiborne Sport, so very nice. But this is probably his crown jewel as far as men's fragrances go. But it's still under that genre of synthetic, cheap, but smells nice, pleasant. Recommended age for this one, again, I'm going to go in the teens, college, under 25 type of feel. Someone my age, a little older, I would say this is more of a casual scent for you if you do own it. But definitely for someone that's looking for their first bottle, or they have just a couple bottles in their arsenal and they see this for cheap, why not? But definitely a good teen or college choice. Now, how many sprays and where? This one is really, how can I say it? Really sticks to the skin. It's really not in your face. And you can be really liberal with the sprayer, which again is still good for teens and college kids because they like to spray. So 2 on the chest for me, 2 on the neck, 1 on each side, and 1 on each arm. So yes, I did say 6 sprays. Works wonders with this one. Definitely, I had longevity problems, projection problems with this fragrance. So 6 was like a good medium for me. I wasn't really ready to go 10 sprays with the fragrance, but 6 is my max. I don't recommend this ever. I've never said this before in a video. I don't really recommend spraying on clothes because it will stain, but it does work with this one. If you are wearing a shirt, just be careful. Maybe under here, spray here, and it'll make it last a little longer. That's a little trick. But often when spraying on your skin and on your clothes, I really don't recommend that type of combo. So use at your own risk. Because it'll stain your clothes, and not only that, but most of the fragrances, only the top notes stay on your clothes, and then when you spray it on your skin, it morphs. The heat morphs it into your mid notes and then your base notes. So just be careful when spraying on your clothes. Even just forget about it. Forget I even talked about it. I'm confusing everybody. Let's get to the notes on this one. Top notes: tangerine, pink lime, bergamot leaves. The mid, we got limewood, cinnamon bark, sage, pepper, bamboo. And the base, we finish this one off with vetiver, orange blossom, musk, and sequoia wood. So some of those notes I've seen before, some of those notes I have not smelled before. So I'm really excited about trying out Very Sexy. So Very Sexy. Very first male fragrance for the Victoria's Secret's line for men. They do have another one. Please don't be confused. There's one the exact same bottle, different color, and it's called Very Sexy for Him too. That one is actually discontinued from the Victoria's Secret line, but you might find it online and think that it was this one. So be careful when purchasing. If you're looking for this one, make sure it's the original. Also, I believe Victoria's Secret has another one called Vertical. So they do have a few fragrances for men. Great thing about these fragrances, not everybody's going to walk into a Victoria's Secret store and purchase this. So not a lot of people own these fragrances. So that's kind of being unique in that way. Now it is, what I felt with this fragrance, more of a fruity, spice, musky fragrance with some lime in it. That's basically the gist of this fragrance. I get a hit right away of citrus, a little bit of lime. The musk is right there, and the spice with almost a smokiness of mint. Actually, a hint of mint. I'm not going to smokiness of mint at the opening. So it was really nice. It was really pleasant. I was like, yes, this is really good. It's really fruity, musky, but it kind of gives you that vibe, you know, that you've smelt this before, or you know, it really smells like a cologne that you've smelt before, or it smells synthetic. You know, a lot of people are going to get that vibe. But either way, I think the opening's nice. So right now, it's got a thumbs up from me. Now let's go into the dry down. Orange blossom comes in. We got some spice here, the cinnamon bark, mixed in the dry down. Very, very nice. But what I really got in this dry down is a surprise. I was scratching my head like every time I wore it. I was like, where's this coming from? And this is the note that reminded me of another fragrance. I was like, I've smelt this before. Where is this? I was looking at the notes. I was like, I don't see this mix anywhere else. Finally, I was like, violet leaves. This is what it smells like, violet leaves. What has violet leaves? Green Irish Tweed has violet leaves. Yes. Now, it does have a violet leaf feeling when it dries down. It does. Let it sit on your skin for half an hour and you will tell me it has a violet leaf attack. Almost like a Green Irish Tweed, kind of cool water-ish, you know? When they compare those two and say they smell kind of the same, well, this one has it in the dry down a little bit. I am not tagging this into the debate of what smells better, cool water, Green Irish Tweed, Shea Bond. I'm not putting this in that because it's in the dry down. It's not at the opening like these other guys. It's not as prominent as these other guys, but it does have it. It has that violet leaf accord, and even though it's not in the note breakdown in this one, I smell it. It's there. But it's really pleasant. Either way, it's pleasant. That's why Cool Water and Green Irish Tweed sell so well. So it has it. And then it just finally finishes it off with a woody, musky base. Nothing really to talk about there in the base. So this one really makes me scratch my head. Definitely women love it. They love it. Compliments, yes. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But it just plain smells good. Real good. It's a definite compliment getter. Within the likes of, you know, the Cool Water Curve, Chrome, you know, they all get compliments. They all really work well. Same works here. And it's in that price range of the Cool Water Curve Chrome. So really you can look at all those against this one. But the only thing, the drawback that all these other guys have is great longevity and of course great projection. They are synthetic, but you know, they last. This one, it really lacks in that department, and that's why it's not in the debate. So I would recommend this for a teen college kid that wants something safe, but you know, I want something that'll get them compliments. You know, girls will come up to him and go, "You smell great," and wants to be a little different from the others. You know, those top sellers. Since this one, not a lot of people are going to be wearing this. It's not readily available like Cool Water, Curve, or Chrome. So pretty versatile fragrance. Definitely almost an all-season, all-occasion fragrance. So it's great for someone that doesn't have too many bottles. It'll work for you almost day, night. Almost every season it'll work well except for winter. It really lagged in the winter. I really wanted it to work in the winter because it does have a little bit of spice, a little bit of tinge, but didn't do it. Now I'm just going to really recommend this for people starting out that want something that smells good. They don't really care about, you know, it being different or, you know, really a linear fragrance. Now, overall, this is nothing that's going to blow your mind. It's just a good smelling frag. That's basically the gist of this fragrance. Why would you hate this fragrance? Well, a lot of my scent heads are going to say this is a boring fragrance, nothing much going on, very linear, synthetic. There's longevity issues, there's projection issues. This is a no-go for me. So a lot of people will hate that for that reason only. But it does smell good. So you can't really hate on it for it because it does smell good. One word to describe this fragrance would have to be appealing. Definitely has an appeal to it. As far as bottles go, CK Eternity, Tommy T, Cool Water, a lot of people online do this. For random fragrances, I always get a bunch of people saying it smells like Platinum Egoist. And I do not get any Platinum Egoist. Yes, it has some citrus in it. Yes, it has some spice in it. But it's not in the Platinum Egoist 5. I wouldn't say that, but just for letting you guys know, a lot of people say that this smells like Platinum Egoist, but it's so random. It doesn't smell like it. Buy, try, pass. For me, if I ever do finish this bottle, definitely a pass for me. It's just too close to Cool Water. It's too close to different things for me. But for a subscriber, that's what's more important. This would be more of a try. If you are in that age range that I've said, if you're looking for a bottle that's really versatile, this one would be in the discussion. Definitely get like a sample or something like that to give this one a try, maybe a little mini. Give it a try. It might actually be something that you really like, and it might be your signature scent. Just please keep in mind, remember this face, it's telling you there's longevity problems and there's projection problems with this one. So look around, shop around before actually committing to this bottle. When I close my eyes, this fragrance reminds me of what? Well, it's just a plain smelling good fragrance. It doesn't really remind me of a setting. Best time to wear this fragrance. I really felt really good wearing this in the fall, in the spring. I know it's more of a, people are putting this more in the summer fragrance, but it really felt good in the fall and the spring. When it was getting to be almost summer, it was getting a little warmer, so it stays on the skin for a little longer. The heat really does wonders on this one. Gives you maybe another hour or two as far as longevity goes, because I really only got like 2 to 3 hours with this one, really bad. So this is my review on Victoria's Secret's Very Sexy for Him, the original. Their very first fragrance. They did alright. I gotta say, it smells good. They just gotta work on the longevity and projection, and we could have a winner here. It could be in the talks with the other guys. So let's take a look at the rating system and see how it does. Alright guys, let's rate Victoria's Secret's Very Sexy for Him. Projection, 3. Definitely not the type of projection I was hoping on this type of fragrance. Really did stick to the skin. Longevity, 3. Give or take 2 to 4 hours. More heat, the better. More sprays, the better. You might get 3 to 5 if you're lucky as far as hours go. So I'm going to give it a 3. It's very poor. Versatility, this is where it shines. It gets an 8. Very versatile, great for these seasons, fall, spring, and summer. Great for day and night. Definitely a signature scent for a younger guy. If you don't have too many bottles, this one can do it for you. Overall smell, 7. It was a pleasing smell. Yes, it's synthetic, and but it was really, really pleasing. I really liked the top, and the dry down was great. In the end, well, you get the same old, same old. So really great, pleasing smell. As far as overall bottles, this is going to get 5 bottles out of 10. I can't really ignore the longevity and projection problems of this smell. So you can do better for your money.